Hey guys, round one, we're playing a red-green deck this time with Chandra's Ignition. Hopefully we get to showcase how strong that card is, but we've got a very good keep. Turn 2 Visionary into turn 3 a Crow and Sergeant, and then we have Hitchclaw, and we can set up our Chandra's Ignition. Not even super disappointed about drawing land there, since we want to get to 5. I will look to find a better creature, a stronger creature to use the Ignition with, though. Our opponent also playing a green deck, so could have guys who survive it. Wouldn't be surprised to see a Visionary. Nope, they've got my Leaf Gilder. Alright, here I think I like just going with the Sergeant. Be careful not to run out too many creatures that are just going to die to Ignition. Hopefully, he doesn't play something that's so big I can't actually kill it. Because we could see like Farika's Disciple right now, and that actually just puts a stop to what we're doing. Maybe should have just played Orchard Spirit. So we could actually start attacking if he plays something. Oh, he's going to play his own Orchard Spirit. Ooh, missed a land drop though. So I get to freely attack into that, which is pretty good. Get to Renown, and making this bigger is good for the Ignition. I'm debating whether I want to play another creature. I think I play Hitchclaw so that I can block this thing. And Hitchclaw actually survives the Ignition if I have to use it on the Sergeant. I probably will just Ignition next turn if he misses his land drop, because that also kills his Leaf Gilder. And that's very important for him right now. Could see a good card here. Wouldn't mind seeing a creature that dies, like Watercourser or Jeshan Thief. Alright, he's just going to kill my guy off. That's unfortunate. Alright, and he's smart enough not to tack into a Hitchclaw. Alright, there's a good one. I think I can bluff an attack here. I probably shouldn't do that, so I can leave up a block for this. But I do get an extra damage that way. And I like just playing the Undercity Troll. Well, if he has another Wild Instincts, that's the only thing that really hurts me too bad. Well, let's think about this. We probably want to go Seismic Elemental. Get in for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 on our next turn, and then follow up with Ignition on the Elemental. If that's the case, I'll go ahead and get down Orchard Spirit. Blue-green doesn't have any sweepers I'm worried about, other than Displacement Wave, and I'm not worried about that. Alright, opponent drew 5th land, so we could see Rock Smaller here, which I wouldn't be opposed to. He does get an attack. Alright, let's see what the play is. Alright, Disciple is okay. Well, I'm going to attack him this turn. And then hopefully Seismic Elemental is still alive on the following turn. I'll fake Might of the Masses before I fake Fiery Impulse. Alright, and do we just attack with everything? I think so. 3, 4, 5, 6. Put him down to 11, Renown this guy, even though he might just die. See what our opponent plays. Hopefully something that dies to Ignition. Wild Instincts would be a little annoying because he could kill off my Elemental and then have his Freakus Disciple Renowned. Alright, so he's definitely got something to play if he's willing to just run attackers out. I'm not going to block. I'm going to take 4. Alright, play some little creatures. Don't play a 6-drop. Yes, play 3. Something that costs 3. Alright, what you got? I'm hoping to see him just tap out for some little creatures here. Cool, I can live with that. And then he probably has Might of the Masses. So I'm 1 man away from regenerating our guy plus using Chandra's Ignition. I don't think I want to just run that out like it though. Opponent with 3 in hand. So if I Chandra's Ignition, Seismic Elemental, he goes down to 7, and then I can attack him down to 3, assuming of course that he doesn't have Might of the Masses. Alternatively, I can Chandra's Ignition, Undercity Troll, kills everything but the Disciple, puts him down to 8, and then I can attack him for 7. Ooh, no, plus 8 with Hitchclaw. So Chandra's Ignition would wipe his blockers. This is playing around him not having Might of the Masses. It would put him at 8. It would leave Hitchclaw, Troll, and Seismic Elemental alive. Attack for 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I'm going to go for that. It try to get a win here. Might of the Masses does kind of ruin it. Make sure I'm reading this right. Deals damage equal to its power to each other creature and each opponent. Alright, let's do it, Undercity Troll. Don't Might of the Masses. At the very least, this is killing 1, 2, 3 things. Even if he might something to save it. And if he doesn't, I think we just win here. Alright, I imagine he's got to have it since he's taken this long to think about it. Might be just trying to figure out which creature to keep alive. Oh, he's got it. Titanic Growth. Oh, right, he can use Leaf Gilder there. So saving his Aeronauts is okay, I guess. Now, if I attack with these two, so our plan not quite as good there. If I attack with these two, he either takes 7 or he trades the Aeronaut for 1. And he's left with Disciple plus 5 life. I'm left with some combination of two of these. I could also just attack with the Elemental. I want to kind of keep Undercity Troll. I think I'm going to attack with both here, though. And he probably trades for the Troll. Can I attack with Hitch Call? If I attack with Hitch Call, he gets to just eat it, but then he takes 7. I think he lets Hitch Call through. That makes the most sense to me. And then he probably kills off one of the bigger things. What's the worst that happens if he just lets Hitch, or if he blocks Hitch Call? I get to keep my 2 big guys though. So I'm going to throw in the extra point of damage. And if I were him, I would block the guy who can regenerate. Cool, so throwing Hitch Call in there seemed pretty good, because I'm not blocking with it anyway. This way he takes 5, goes down to 3, and then I have nothing left in hand, so let's hope his cards in hand aren't better than mine. Another Disciple. Okay, let's see what we draw. Of course. Now I need my opponent to not get ahead of us here. And unfortunately, if he just keeps dumping creatures, we're going to need to follow up. That's a good play for him. Basically a free creature. I don't have flyers in my deck, so I'm going to have to out-creature him, but right now he's doing a better job at that. He has 1 left in hand, though. And he could attack. Probably attacks with this one, yeah. But not the other one. I don't really want to trade Elemental there. Alright, Cobble Brute, or I'm sorry, not Cobble Brute, Boggart Brute's pretty good draw here. If I attack him with Elemental, he pretty much has to block. But I kind of want him to attack with these Death Touchers. Oh, jeez. Was this a Scab Goliath? Yep. Then my opponent is likely to overtake us now. What else was in the deck? Man, this did not work out well. Can I push in 3 damage somehow? Our opponent does not attack. Let's see what we got. Orchard Spirit would be fine. Pricklebore is okay in that it's just another creature for me to play. He has lethal if he attacks with a lot of his guys and I don't block. So I'm trying to keep up with his plays. And he chooses not to attack. Alright, more creatures is not the worst. Unfortunately, I can't attack. Not really. Ooh, that's a good one. So if I attack with everything, this is going to go so bad if he has anything in his hand, any bounce spell, anything that can tap a guy. See, I can attack with everything. He can block 4 of them because he has to double block Boggart Brute. And then I can Might of the Masses, whatever's left over. I only have to get one creature through, but if he has anything at all, I'm just super dead. I wonder if I go for it. Last time I went for it, it didn't work out. But if the cards in his hand are... more green spells and pump spells, then it doesn't work quite as well. If I attack all in and he just does something, if he fogs, it doesn't work. Hydrolash doesn't quite do it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, Hydrolash won't do it. But I'm suspecting he could have the Merfolk that bounces. He could have Disperse. Could have Bounding Krasis to come in and tap something down. Well, let's see what happens. If not, I just gave him the win. And we could potentially eat some attackers anyway, so it might not be game on the kickback. Alright, so as of right now, these are trading. This is killing Visionary. These are trading. And then Pricklebore is dying. I could also Might of the Masses Pricklebore and then have attacks on the following turn. He's left with Disciple. I'm left with Pricklebore, Hitchclaw, Recluse. I'm going to try and go for the win here. Even though I don't have too high hopes about it. See what you got. Oh, we got it. Cool. Awesome. Had me a little nervous there. Alright. So, opponent, Chandra's Fury takes care of a bunch of Leaf Guilders and the Thopters off of, what's it called? You know, that one card. What's it called? Aerial Volley. Doesn't seem great, as all I saw was Thopter Engineer. Smash, same thing. Just lots of ways to deal with that one Thopter. Magmatic Insight. Mantle Webs is probably worth consideration as a way to make a guy be able to block his Orchard Spirit. Active Treason. Probably not. I'm just going to keep my deck the way it is and see what happens. Chandra's Fury, I would like to see more targets before I go tossing that in there. Even though Double Leaf Gilder might just be a good enough target to do that. Anything that's bad against him, Cobble Brute gets blocked pretty hard. But it also trades very well with his creatures. I'm going to submit. Scab Goliath is hard for us to beat. 9 toughness is no joke for a deck that is damage-based removal. This is good. 2-drop, 3-drop, Foundry for the late game, Alchemist Vial, we need it. And we're on the draw. Undercity Troll should do a decent job of keeping up. That's fine as well. We'll lead with a Forest and pass the turn. Opponent on a similar game plan, using cards like Might of the Masses and Titanic Growth to try and get a win. He has his Leaf Gilder, which means probably a Disciple. Alright, let's go ahead and get a good blocker down. There's a chance, a small chance, he just attacks here to see if I'll take a trade. I don't think that's very likely. Alright, he might be searching for his third land again. Or not. He could just be playing more Visionaries. Alright, he just became the Elf deck. And I wish I brought Chandra's Fury in now. Dragon Fodder seems pretty good here, though. I might just want to get Orchard Spirit down and take whatever it is he's got coming at me. And then on the following turn I can do Vial plus Dragon Fodder. Or I could do Dragon Fodder plus Might of the Masses this turn. If I attack, he might just let me through and then come back at me. He could just try to trade here. I regenerate and get a guy off his board. I think I am going to attack. I imagine he uses Leaf Gilder for mana next turn. No, he's just going to let me through. That seems odd. Alright, so I'm going to go with the Dragon Fodder plan. Wild Instincts, perhaps? Alright, we can live with that. Attacks with Dwindon's Elite, I imagine. Might attack with the other 1/1s. Probably not if his plan is to do something like Wild Instincts. Foundry ought to be pretty good here. We can crack it off too. Alright, let's go ahead and play that. Get a free attack here. Maybe he makes me use my mana to regenerate. Okay, I'm alright with that actually. I'm alright with him losing a creature so that he doesn't take damage. I still like holding up Might of the Masses. It gets better with each new creature I play. Hitchclaw also blocks very well, so I'll go ahead and play that. And I'm looking to probably trade a Goblin and Might of the Masses for this Disciple, but I can't imagine that just goes how I want it to. He missed his land drop. Worth noting. It also seems like he's not playing very much blue. Yeah, I wish I had brought in Chandra's Fury. If I see it again, I'm bringing it in. I forgot about Visionaries. Just the one. So yeah, I could triple block, takes out 2 of the guys. Then if he Titan Strengths to save his guy, I Might of the Masses the one. Nah, I'm just gonna take 2. Even though these Death Touchers are pretty hard for us to deal with. Alright, another Orchard Spirit. So I Vial first. Pretty good. Attack with my Troll. Hoping he just throws the 1/1 in front of it again. Well, he takes it. Play Foundry, and then Decision. I'm definitely playing a creature. Sergeant seems like a great blocker here. And it'll kind of show me that if he throws in a 2/2 or something, that he has a spell to go with it. Opponent's still on, well, he's on 5 mana though, so Wild Instincts, Outland Colossus. Well, that's a beating. Take 3. Alright, so we want to get Orchard Spirits down now. And we're going to be chumping a little bit. Hopefully he doesn't have Rogue's Passage. That's the card that always seems to pop up. Oh, I was going to attack with Undercity Troll, but doesn't seem that great here. Might of the Masses just trades for whatever blocks. I'm going to attack with this Sergeant. The reason being, I can Might of the Masses. Probably just want to save Might for Orchard Spirit, though. So, let's bring that back. Play 2 Orchard Spirits. If he attacks with the Outland Colossus, I'll probably just throw a Goblin in front, and Might of the Mass is still worth 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Chandra's Ignition would be a very good draw, because I can do the Might of the Masses plus Ignition. I also have Foundry mana up. That might be something I want to do instead. I have options. I'll see what his attacks are like first. He still has a lot of cards in hand as well. But very mana, not really mana screwed. He could just be on all blue cards. He only has access to 1 less mana than I do, so I wouldn't say mana screwed. Alright, what do we got? Wild Instincts. Sure. Opponent's trying to race us. I'm tempted to just take 6 here. But then if he does have Rogue's Passage, we're dead. Orchard Spirits are coming in for 4. I can make it 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Or 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 plus 2, yeah. Make it 10. I'm going to take this hit. What happens if he mites? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6? Yeah. I'll take the hit and probably keep up Alchemist Vial on my next turn. Yep, your guy becomes big. Insurmountably big. Alright, land is fine. So, what happens if I crack Foundry now? I would have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 creatures, which gives Might of the Masses plus 8, which is 10, 11, 12. Not enough for lethal, but enough on the following turn for lethal. So, the Orchard Spirits are definitely coming in. And then I'll probably keep up Foundry plus Alchemist Vial, his Outland Colossus. I'm gonna be careful not to die, though. I might, let's see. Yeah, I actually just want to use the Foundry to double block instead of the Vial. I don't know. This is tough. Opponent doing quite well with 3 lands. He does have a 12/12. Card's so big the numbers don't fit in this square. Alright, let's see what you got, opponent. Sure, Outland Colossus cannot attack. And then let's see what your actual attacks look like. No attacks, so play creatures. Didn't want to see that. Definitely didn't want to see that. Alright. Alright, let's see. If I attack 1, 2, 3, 4. If I attack with these 3, and he blocks an Orchard Spirit, he's taking 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. He has no mana. He can only block either 1 Orchard Spirit or 1 Thopter, and he has to block a Spirit. Let me do the math again. So 1 Orchard Spirit gets in for 2, the Thopters get in for 2, that's 4, and then Might is 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. He's at 11. Yeah, this doesn't have reach, does it? Alright. Sky Snare. Going on an Orchard Spirit. Damn, I match your 12/12 with an 11/11. Or a 10/10. And we come in for 12, so... Alright, Might of the Masses won both games there for us. That was pretty sweet. Opponent had a good deck, but got cut off in mana. And looked like they were very close to mono green. Played quite a bit on 3 lands, but we got there against them. So super happy with the game, the way that game won. Chandra's Ignition did not straight up win us the game, but it did quite a bit. Very powerful.